An 11th-hour victory for German Chancellor Angela Merkel has arrived as General Motors finally approves the sale of its Opel division in Germany to Canada's Magna International. The United States and GM had been resisting Magna's offer, which is to be financed by Russia's Sberbank, until they finally reached an agreement over technology transfer and intellectual property issues involved in the sale. GM's agreement to the deal on September the 10th is a win for Merkel's government. It means that some 25,000 jobs in Germany are now safe. There's still concern in other parts of Europe since the carmaker's sale will involve restructuring and possible job losses in countries like Belgium and Spain. But the fate of Opel workers has been a key issue in political campaigns leading up to Germany's general election on September 27th, and the business victory should help to reverse the slide that Merkel's party has been feeling in opinion polls just before GM's announcement came down.
Merkel is expected to pull through, and there's not really a front runner that could contend with her. But at the same time, it's interesting to note that while there's been good economic news, her party hasn't received much of a bump from that. In fact, her support, along with the Free Democrat Party, which is the party that she's kind of hoping to ally with, has actually fallen beneath 50% in the opinion polls. So that suggests that, oddly, there's a lot of fallout on other issues. It's interesting to note that the far left in Germany has actually picked up quite a bit. The left has seen its opinion polls move from 10% to 14% approval just in the last week, mostly on the back of the economic crisis, loss of jobs, and also the deteriorating situation in Afghanistan.
Timing, as they say, is everything, and U.S. support for Opel's sale to Magna came very late in the day from Merkel's perspective. Although the German jobs are safe, the issue seems far from resolved for the EU, and is likely to linger as a symbol of cooling relations between Washington and Berlin. Tensions in that relationship have also been compounded by a recent NATO airstrike in Afghanistan, which killed 70 people, including women and children. It was U.S. aircraft that carried out the strike, but the operation was called up by a German commander, putting it among the most deadly military operations involving German troops since World War II. Now Merkel's come under attack in her deeply pacifist country for sending German troops to join the war. She was quick to express her sorrow.
Every innocent person who is injured is one too many. We have sympathy with them and their loved ones. I deeply regret that innocent people are injured or die, and also if it is a consequence of German actions. It's important to me that this is expressed today, as German Chancellor before this High House, and also before the Afghan people, and I think I say this in the name of all of them.
But the question is, will this damage Merkel in the coming election?
Well, it certainly has had a powerful effect. They called a special meeting of the parliament and debated the issues. Merkel was visibly perturbed about the situation. She's come under fire by European leaders on the issue. The commander, the defense minister have come under fire. Probably most distressingly for Germany, the United States has been a very harsh critic of this decision. The U.S. at the moment, of course, is trying to shift its Afghan strategy to winning over the opinions and minds of the local population, and therefore going to even greater lengths to minimize civilian casualties. So this is bad timing in the U.S. strategy as well. All of this pressure has come to bear on Merkel right before the elections.
However, Merkel this week found an unexpected ally in the shape of center-left British Prime Minister Gordon Brown. After talks with the German Chancellor, he moved to take the sting out of the debate by talking up the United Nations Conference on Afghanistan later this year.
The international conference, the high-level conference that we propose on Afghanistan, is one that should meet before the end of the year. It should deal with the issues of security, governance and development, and it should, of course, follow the McChrystal review, the Eikenberry review, and the work that is ongoing in all our countries to look at the best pathway forward for Afghanistan.
But whether handing over increasing responsibility to the Afghans for their own security is a viable proposition is debatable. Shrewd politician that she is, Merkel will be hoping to keep Afghanistan from becoming the central re-election issue so she can fight over the next 2 weeks on more comfortable ground. Marla Dial, www.stratfor.com.